Hello everybody, welcome back to programminginpython.com. Here in this video, I am going to tell you about a data type called set. In the previous videos, I have discussed about different data types like lists, tuples, dictionaries and all. So here in this video, I am going to discuss about set. Actually, a set is a bit different than all the other data types. Here in set, the order of the elements is not preserved. That means if you enter elements like 1, 2, 3 in the set, and it may when you print the set, it may written as 2, 3, 1 and all. Here also we don't retrieve the elements using the index like we do using list of 0, list of 1. Here we don't do all those. Actually, basically the set is mainly used for checking the different collection of data for intersections, unions. So let's get started. Basically, set, we can define a set as something like this. This will be a set, and we can add elements in the set like you can add elements like this. This is one basic element, and we can also add some numbers to it, strings and numbers, combination of anything we can add to the set. This is an example of a basic set. We can also add elements like this, and we can also add elements using this add function. There's a method called add, so we can write example dot add, and we can add the elements like this, each element. So now let's get started. First we'll define some sets containing some numbers from 1 to 10, and we'll define some derive some more sets like prime number sets, composite number sets, even number sets, odd number sets, so that we can perform some operations on sets like intersection and union and all. So first I will define all the sets here. This is number set, and this is used to store the numbers from 1 to 10, and similarly we'll use another set for even numbers, and similarly for odd numbers, prime numbers and composite numbers. So these are all the sets. This is for number set from 1 to 10. This is from all the even numbers from 1 to 10. This is for odd numbers. This is for prime numbers, and this is for composite numbers. So we have defined some 5 sets here, so that we can perform some set operations on this. So after this we'll write a for loop for from I to for 1 to 10 elements. So in this for loop we will add elements to this number set, numbers dot add. As I said, we can use this add method on this list so that we can add numbers to the list, and after that we'll also need to add even numbers, so that we'll define some function later for that, even numbers of I. And what will I do is I will define a function for even and odd numbers, so that we'll find even and odd numbers using this function, and prime and composite numbers using this another function. As you see here, it's asking me for create function, so I'll create this function. So like this, I'll create a function and find the even and odd numbers there, and similarly for prime and composite also. So similarly for prime and composite, I will create a new function. So we have created 2 new functions, even, odd and prime composites. In the previous videos I have told about how to find whether a number is prime number or composite number, and how to find even numbers in a list, odd numbers in a list and all. So I will use that logic here to find these numbers. That is pretty simple. It's better to change these parameters, the calling function parameters and the called function parameters. If they are different, that would be good. So here what I will do is just to find the even and odd numbers, I will check whether number is this number is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible by 2, then those numbers will be added to the even set, even number set, and other remaining all numbers will be added to the odd number set. So let's write this. If the number is divisible by 2, we will add it to the even number set, and other numbers will be added to the odd number set. So this is a function which finds even and odd numbers. Similarly for prime and composite also, that is a logic which I discussed in previous videos. I will just paste the logic to find even and odd numbers here. That's the title of the video, is about sets and not about this prime numbers and composite numbers logic. So let me just paste it here. So this is how we find these composite numbers. So a number is said to be prime or composite when it has no factors and all. So that is the logic. We no need to worry about it. So we'll concentrate on sets here. So we have some 5 sets now. We have this number set which is from 1 to 10, and even number set, odd number set, prime number set, and composite number set. Let's perform the operations on these sets. So first let us print this print all these sets, number set, and similarly all the other sets. I'll just print it and show it to you. So these are the number set, even number set, odd number set. So let us run this and check. So these are the numbers 1 to 10. These are the even numbers 8, 2, 4, 6. These are the odd numbers. These are the prime numbers, and these are the composite numbers. If you see this even numbers order of the elements is not like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here in sets the order of the elements is not preserved. We can the elements can be in any position. We don't bother about the position here in this sets. So now we will perform some set operations here. First thing is we can find the length of the set, that is by using this length function, and you can use this numbers so that it will print out the length of the numbers. So let's print this and see. So now let us run this again, and you can see this length of the set numbers is 10. This is how we can find the length of the set. And after find the length, there are these main operations called intersection, union, and all. So let us discuss about the intersection first. Intersection basically means, I will show this. If I run this again and see, you can see this is the number set. It contains numbers from 1 to 10, and this is the even number set. It has 8, 2, 10, 4, and 6. Intersection means the common elements in both these sets. So the number set and even number set has some common elements. Those are these 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So when you do intersection, the common elements get printed. That is the basic theory behind this intersection concept. So we can implement that intersection in Python using this method called intersection. So numbers dot intersection of, we can give the another set name, that is even numbers. So like this we can find this intersection. We can find intersection of any two sets. This should be the set 1 and this should be the set 2. You can find the intersection like this. So now let's print this and see. So intersection of numbers and even numbers. So I'll just print this. You can see 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 10, 4, and 6. As I said, these are the common elements in both the sets. So that elements get printed here. And after intersection there is union. Union means all the elements in both the sets. Suppose you can see this odd numbers list has 1, 9, 3, 5, and 7, and this prime numbers has 2, 3, 5, and 7. So when you perform union operation on this, all the elements in this set gets united and printed. So when you perform union on these two sets, the result will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And remember one thing, sets in sets there won't be any duplicate elements. So when we are after performing union operation on these two, we'll get 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So let's so there is also a function called, you can also write that using this union function. Union of, we can give any set name here like this. So we can find the union like this. So let's print this and see. So this is the union. Now let's print this. You can see union of prime numbers and composite numbers, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So these elements and these elements will combine into a single set and we'll get it's printed here. You can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is this union operation. And after union we can also find difference of two sets, that is a minus b or b minus a. You can see in mathematical notation of sets. So I'll find the difference of two sets here now. The difference of two sets here, numbers minus prime numbers means it should contain all the elements in A which are not in B, something like that by the definition of A minus B difference in sets. All the elements in numbers but which are not present in prime numbers. let's understand all the elements numbers which are not present in prime numbers. So that means you can find only some composite numbers here. You can see all the elements in numbers, those shouldn't be present in prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7 are not in prime numbers, so those won't be printed, and remaining all the elements will be printed. So that is known as difference. Other operations like removing a particular element, clearing all the elements in the set and all. For that I will create some example set. I've created some example set here. It contains some random elements, so let's check it by printing it. You can see this is the example set. It contains a number 120 a string, another number 43 string test. These are the 4 elements in this set. So now if I want to remove an element, you can simply use this example.remove. so it removes that particular element, and you can give, if you say 120 something like that, this element 120 will be removed. So let's just print this and see. So after I will print this set after removing 120, you can see this 120 is no more here. And there is another way to remove an element, that is called discard. Instead of this remove function, we can also use a function called discard. Similarly, now we have used this discard function to remove element 43 from the set. You can see this element 20, 120 and 43 are removed from the set. The main difference between these two functions is that if you use remove and if you delete an element which is not in the set, it throws an error. For example, I will copy this and paste this here to show. I will remove this 120 again. So now in the set this 120 is removed. If I remove again, it will show an error when using this remove function. See, key error remove. So it showed an error here. Line 79 module error, key error 120, that is 120 is not present. That the same way, if you use discard here, it doesn't show any error. That is the main difference between this. You can see there is no error here. That's the main difference between this discard and remove. If you don't want to show any errors and remove them, you can use discard. If you want to get notified when you're doing something wrong or something like that, you can use this remove function. And one more thing is, you can clear all the elements in the set. Instead of this removing each element, you can also, there is also a way to remove all the elements in the set, that is using this clear function. You can use this clear method in a particular set so that it removes all the elements in the set. So you can see, if you run this, you can see the set is empty now. All the elements in the set are removed. So this is the clear function. So these are the basic operations on sets. First, from some operations like finding the length of the set, finding the intersection, union, difference between the two sets, removing elements using remove and discard, and clearing all the elements using set using this clear function. These are all the operations on sets. And also to mention you, for every video I post in this YouTube here, there is also a blog post in my website programminginpython.com. So also please follow programminginpython.com for those blog posts and this YouTube channel for these videos. So that's it for the video. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, give it a like, comment. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on programminginpython.com. See you in the next video. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching. Now it's time to discover more. Simply click on the screen to subscribe to our channel, watch another video, and visit our webpage.